Hi guys, I'm back again with another video. So today it's gonna be about reflecting on our surroundings, I guess, if you want to call it that way. I was in my car at Walmart, and my boyfriend ended up going inside the store. I didn't go inside, and I forgot that I have a shell in my bag, right? My purse, my personal stuff. Like I said in my last video, I'm a very curious person, and I was just staring at it, like, oh, I have this shell here, let me just take it out, right, and just observe it. It's right here. I'll show you guys in a minute what I'm talking about, but it's right here. I also wrote some things because I didn't want to forget. It's just ideas that came into my head in that moment, and this is actually a business card, my own. I was doing a cleaning business. One second, guys. It fell. So I was doing a cleaning business, and I didn't really like how it was going, so I just stopped and I wrote it here. Anyways, it's crazy because I looked at the shell and the lines in it were so perfectly aligned right next to each other, right? And I was thinking in my head, how is this even possible, right? How are these lines so perfectly aligned right next to each other? If there is no God, how most people claim, atheist people, which they're also my target audience, how is it came? Evolution? I know that most people believe in science. I believe in science myself. I like concrete things, evidence that I can, tangible things. But I also like to believe in the unknown, the unseen, because there's a greater power than me out there, that helps me, listens to me. And it amazed me how aligned the lines were, So if there's no creator, how did these lines came to just be so perfectly aligned next to each other? I'm gonna place it right here so you guys can have a look yourself. I'm gonna move the phone so you can have actually, I can't even do that. But I am going to grab it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you see shells, you know what I'm talking about. Look how perfectly aligned they are, right? Look. Anyways, I told myself, God is amazing. Whatever creator is out there, some people like to call him a painter because, he painted the earth and did everything that's on the earth. And it fascinates me. I just stayed amazed when I saw that. Like, how did you make that? How did you just decided to make perfect lines that you can clear? I bet you if we were to measure those lines, there will be the perfect alignment. The universe is aligned, mathematical wise, it's perfectly aligned. The math is perfectly perfect, if you guys know what I mean, which I know some of you understand what I'm saying. I also I went to the zoo with my grandma. Keep in mind, this is the second time I went to the zoo, right? The first time I went with my baby, my family, all right, it was a great experience. At the zoo was free, so who doesn't want a free zoo? And I'm just looking at the animals, admiring them and all that stuff, right? So I went back with my grandma last weekend, I believe. I'm looking at the zebras, right? I'm looking at all the animals like it was the first time I was at the zoo. And I'm like, I've been here before already. Why am I feeling like it's the first time I see animals, right? And I'm looking at the zebras, and it just clicked. How are these lines, again, perfectly made for them? The patterns. So as I'm reading the description of the animals, what their characteristics, their traits, need to know, all those facts about them. It said, fun fact, each zebra has a pattern that can be identified by its own, its own kind. And in my head, I'm like, hold up, my world just opened up even more. I did not know that the pattern in zebras were different patterns in each individually. Keep in mind. And I'm just thinking, all zebras have that same pattern lines. And as I look at I think they have 5 of them at the zoo. And I was just looking at each and one of them, like, really carefully. They really had different patterns. And I'm like, wow. And then God is so great because my grandma and my boyfriend, they're just looking at me like, yeah, they just got patterns, like they're just normal. I think they're just acting normal. And in my head, I'm like, how are they not going crazy over this information that I just found out, And then another information came. Wait, are zebras related to horses and donkeys? No, my grandma included the donkey part. I didn't. And I was like, oh my goodness, how come I have never thought about, combining zebras with horses? I never thought of it. In my head, okay, horses are horses, zebras are zebras. But I never thought they were related. I'm not slow, I'm not stupid, I just never put it together, that information. But it's amazing to me, like I went to the zoo twice. And the second time around, my whole world just opened up. This happened because, I've been praying for clarity, for wisdom, and I've been staying in my lane. I've been doing things that are supposed to align with you and your higher self. And probably that's what got me close to that, and realizing a bigger picture of my reality, a different perspective. But that fact truly, truly amazed me, that zebras have each one their own patterns, to be identified by its own kind. God is amazing. He really is a painter, Look at the shells. Look at the turtles, the patterns in the turtles, And it's all mathematical. It's all geometry too, which is amazing. It's amazing. I know they say that math is a universal language as well. But it's just great to, like, if you really look at your surroundings, like right now I'm looking outside, it's raining. And I chose to come to my car to record this video. I don't know why. And I'm just looking at the water dripping down on my windshield, slowly, one by one, patiently, looking at the trees, the water in the trees. And it's beautiful, like those are things that we need to be grateful for. I like to believe that. I think it was 2 nights ago, I was on YouTube. And it was like 3 a.m. And I came across a video about a C-section. Keep in mind, it's all about cars, spiritualism, how to get better, how to get rich, how to manifest. That's all my algorithm is all about. And out of nowhere, I see this one about C-section. I had a baby myself, and I have a baby, and I had a C-section. And I've already seen the videos about C-sections, but that one it was so raw. Oh my goodness. I can put the video in the description. If you guys want it, let me know in the comments, and I'll come back and post it, because it was very explicit. And I'm just curious like that I'll keep talking about it. I got some more things to tell you guys. And I looked at the C-section. I was like, wow, they put the camera right in front of the whole thing that they were doing, right? And I'm just watching my video. I'm like, why is YouTube showing me a C-section? And I'm like, that is crazy. Where babies can come out of. The layers of our skin. Everything inside of us. How they just easily split us open, cut us open. And the way they were stitching the skin back up. And I'm just looking at it, and it's all coming together. We got like 7 or 8 layers of skin, to what I know. And that's insane. Like, you will look at your skin, you will think that if you just cut right through it, it will split open. At least in some areas, but I guess this area you got 7 layers of skin. I don't know. So that video led me to another video, which was about a heart surgery, heart open surgery, if that's how you say it. Open, I think so. Yeah, I speak Spanish too, so sometimes I get my words mixed up. And I've never in my life seen a heart open surgery, right? So I'm like, let's watch it. I clicked on it, and as I clicked on it, I'm an impatient person. I don't like to watch the whole video. It was like a whole 18-minute video, so I just skipped to the part where they started actually doing the surgery, right? They were prepping, washing their hands, and there's like 10 people in the room. I counted them, 10 people around there. And they're opening the heart, they're opening the chest. They have this metals that stick it to the side to side, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, it's getting serious. This is getting serious. And I was getting scared, like it was me who was laying there wide open, heart wide open. Wow. The same feelings coming back up again. Once they cut open, they literally, also there's a bone, the bone you have here, all that stuff. They literally cut right through it. Just like you cut ribs, they cut right through it, just like that. And that bone is just wide open. And I saw that, and once I saw the heart beating, my heart, not my heart, my stomach, it got scared, but in an exciting way. When I saw that beating, boom, 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 I was just like, you cannot tell me there is not a God. You cannot. That heart was beating so effortlessly, so hard. Everything was just on point, and it just bam, bam, bam. And I cried. I cried because I was like, God is amazing. He is so amazing. Our hearts are just here beating on its own, and we don't have to do nothing about it. You can take care of it from the outside, mental, to avoid certain, heart conditions and stuff. But that's all you can do. You can protect what he gave you, right? And it was just beautiful seeing that heart, and it was big. You know how we make hearts? The heart is nothing compared to this. So I don't understand why we make that as an identification or symbol for the heart. It does not look nothing like it. And I always thought about that too, but I never really told nobody, because people like to act like they don't, just because they don't know something, you show them something new, they don't know how to accept it. Oh, that's ours. Oh yeah. They want to diss you, they diss you a lot, and I've been treated like that a lot. So I just keep things to myself. And it was beautiful. And I also came to my head, how did these people knew what to do? Whoever started the first heart surgery, I asked ChatGPT. I also asked ChatGPT, which I ask a lot of questions. If you guys like ChatGPT, I have a free version that I don't have to pay. You got like a certain limit to how much you can ask questions, but it was crazy. And I asked myself, God gave us that knowledge. Well, gave them, because I'm not no heart surgeon. God gave them that knowledge to be able to do that procedure. They had every tool that they needed for this procedure. How did they know what to do? They were so precisely pinching inside the heart, and like carefully pinching and putting aside, and like burning. I think they were suctioning something out of it, something like that. And I'm just like, these people are so calm. Like if I leave my hand probably for 10 seconds, you might see a shake, right? They have to be mentally prepared for this, right? And I don't, all of the stories I'm telling you, you might be like, why are you going from one to another? But it's just, I'm just telling you the things that I've learned about God, his creation, about the way he made us, our surroundings, things that I just learned, and I want to share it with you. I want to share them with you guys. And I just thought about it, like these people really have the magic touch to open a heart and knew what to do. Oh, my favorite part, which I don't know if that could be something weird to you guys, when they put the heart to rest, they paused the heart, right? They stopped it for a little bit so they can work it. There was so much blood coming out of it. Oh my goodness, it was insane. I never seen the whole area of the heart where it was open with the metal clamp thingies. It was all full of blood shooting out, and I'm just like, wow, that's a lot of blood. They put the heart to rest so they can work on it. How did these people know how to do that? We want to act like we're so mighty and mighty. Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. But where do you get that knowledge from? Where did you get the desire and the imagination to become this person? You got it from God. That's all I can tell you. Also, brain surgeries, when they remove tumors or benevolent tumors, and I'm just like, how can you know to operate this? The brain is so complex. Psychologically wise, I took psychology in college from semester, and it was the hardest thing I've ever taken. Oh my Lord. The words, the complexity of the words. English is my second language, so if you see me making some words sound weird, I apologize. But whew, it was beautiful information, I'll tell you that. I learned so much. I just couldn't believe it. Or my other favorite part that I like to learn, I like to watch when people do when transgender people, when they transfer their genders, to be a man or to become a woman. How the humans know that you can create a penis out of a leg skin and put it on a woman? How do you know you can do that? How do you know you can transform and cut a penis and turn it into a vagina? YouTube, please don't censor me if I can't say these words. But how do you know you can do that? How do you know you're gonna be successful? How do you know what to cut? How do you know what to sew and stitch or whatever they do? I don't even remember what it was last time I saw it. Yeah, I think they stitch you up if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just thinking, like, these people are doing magic. This literally magic. You can do about anything, and you can get taller. You can get taller. There's nothing humans can do anymore. But it's not because of them. It's not because they say, oh, let me just do this. No. Imagination. That's God. It's not us. We were created by his image, right? He created everything that's around us. I have an app that's called JW. It's like a Bible study, Christian stuff. I'm not Christian. I don't know honestly what I am. I'm a God's daughter. I'm a child of God. I don't want to go for any religion. I do like Buddhism though. But that's about it. And I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, my loves. It's just crazy to me that we're able to do all of this. Oh, back to the app. Thank you, guys. See, it came right back to me. I don't know what's making me forget, right? And it comes right back. In the app, I was learning about the Bible and God and the creation and how it all started. And it was talking about everything we created. It came from something from nature. Planes are based on birds. Oh my goodness. I learned something that the spiders create a web that is stronger than steel, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody want to correct me on that, you're more than welcome to. It's okay. And I'm like, how does something so tiny has a web that to me is a web that's like a something simple, right? But it's stronger than steel. So with that said, my friend, don't ever underestimate anybody. Ever. And I'm just telling you, my videos about fun. They're not about nothing specific. Well, they're a specific God. That's my specification. But I'm just here having fun. I'm just here telling you my mind, what I think, sharing. I love sharing. I love telling people what I think. I just love it. But I'm gonna leave it here for now. I just want to keep that in your mind. Like, everything around you, it's created by something. Nothing is just magically here or by evolution, like science say, or the Big Bang theory. That sounds funny when you think about it. The Big Bang theory. Sounds like some American stuff. No hating on no Americans, because I live here. Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen. But yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I am gonna go start my day or continue with my day. I was at the dentist today. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you guys are interested, I have an ebook on how to get close to God. I will put in the link in the description. I will put the link in the description. It's only $5.99. I also created a hangout group. I put a couple of exercises together, a self-care plan, a playlist, a positive playlist, questions for you to sort of reflect about God and what you think about him and when you think about you. So many things, you know. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. I call it the school of life, because honestly we are learning. In school you only learn how to be domesticated, but now is the real time to learn. You know, we need to learn about God in life. They don't teach this in school. And that's only $10, sorry, for deposit. If you like what you learned from me, you like that energy, you feel like your soul really learned something from me, then you can pay me. If you don't feel like you didn't learn anything from me, you don't have to pay me. But that's why I also do a $10 deposit, because I hope you appreciate the time and effort I put into this. I have a baby, so I took my time out of my life to help people, and I don't ask for much. I want to help you. I can't wait for people to comment on my videos and tell me what they learned from me. Be like, oh my God, that girl really helped me feel better. I already get that from people around me, you know, that when they get interactions with me, people always telling me their life stories. You know, kids always coming to me and loving me, and they say it's because you have good energy. But yeah, I'll leave it all in the description if you guys are interested. I'm ready to take 5 people right now. It's gonna be for a whole month. We're gonna do check-ins, you know, every week. We're gonna do one-on-ones, and we can also do a whole group, so you can meet the other people that are in the hangout group too. You guys can talk, you can create, you can do whatever you want. Literally, we need a community. That's what I want to create. A community. Una comunidad. I also speak Spanish, so las que están por ahí, que quieren ayuda de Dios, ya ustedes saben, mis amores, yo estoy aquí. I gotta make videos in Spanish too. Para esas mujeres y esos hombres que andan por ahí, que necesitan también ayuda y amor de Dios. Muchas gracias a todos. Y si quieren que haga video en español, me dicen lo que están mi audiencia. Aunque voy a empezar, debería empezar, para que llegue la gente así. Pero gracias, mis amores. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I hope you guys enjoy and learn something from what I learned, because I learned a lot while watching those videos. Thank you guys.